I'm Caitlin, and this is Book Chats, and clearly I'm filming this on October 31st. So you guys get Portrait Ghost Caitlin, except I forgot my frame at work, so you don't get the frame part. I am just really quickly going to film my unwrapping for November, and I also want to introduce to you guys a new item that I have come up with, and that is my chain of when I can buy books. So I originally said I couldn't buy any more books until I got rid of all of my pink wrapped books, which are in this wrapping paper. I have one right behind me. And there's a book I really want to pre-order that's coming out in March. And so I decided to sit down and figure out exactly how many books I would have to read to get to it. And the thing about these pink wrapped books is I can only read them every 5th book. So I have to read 5 books for every one of these that there is, and then when I run out of them, then I can buy my book and pre-order it. So I was talking to my sister, and she suggested I make one of those like countdown chains that you have for like holidays, and so I have made a countdown chain of the books that I need to read before I can pre-order, and I got a little carried away and kind of continued the chain a lot. So one of the things I have to decide is whether or not after I like read all of the pink books, does that mean I can buy one book, or does that mean I can buy more than one book, or like what do I do after that? So I think I decided that that means I can buy one book and then I have to read more in order to buy more books. So that's why I made the chain extra long. But this is the chain I have to get to. This is the link I have to get to start by telling you how many of the books that I unwrapped I read in October. So I can take links off my chain. And that was one. I read Maybe in Another Life. I read it very quickly, and then I sent it on because I ended up making it part of a book club that I'm doing where I mail books through the mail. So my friend has it now, so I can't hold it up and show you guys. I did enjoy it. I'm really glad I read it, and that means I get to take all of one link off this chain. So, that's what I've got left. I clearly need to start reading faster. Now, I don't feel too terrible because a couple of the books that I unwrapped were nonfiction, and it's November now when you are watching this, and so it is now Nonfiction November, and I can read those. The other nonfiction, so the novel that I unwrapped, it's not actually a novel, it's a collection of short stories and novellas, but that was this one, Love in a Fallen City by Eileen Chang, and I actually did borrow this from a friend, so I do want to finish this by the end of November as well. It's going to be one of only like 2-ish fiction works that I read this month, and I am barely into it. I have here all of the nonfiction books I have unwrapped the entire time I've been unwrapping because I haven't finished any of them. The literal first book I unwrapped was Carl Sagan's The Varieties of Scientific Experience. Under the Banner of Heaven by Jon Krakauer. I'm really intending to get to this month. The Wretched of the Earth by Frantz Fanon. I'm going to try to challenge myself to read 2 of the essays in this work this month. And final of the books that I've unwrapped so far that was a nonfiction book is Boundaries, Where You End and I Begin by Anne Catherine. And this is just taking me a little while because it involves like exercises that you do and like questions you have to answer. I hope to get halfway through this month. All right, and now I'm going to check my key. So I make sure that I unwrap the correct books. Okay, I want to unwrap only nonfiction this month, which is this paper. And I'm going to unwrap the skinniest nonfiction because I'm just going to unwrap the skinniest books, guys. I don't know if you saw, but I have to basically read 24 books before I can pre-order the book I want to pre-order. And I picked what I think are the 4 smallest I think the 4 smallest nonfiction books. And we are going to unwrap them. And I'm just going to start from the right. So, let's see. What is it? Oh, I'm so excited, guys! This is an advanced reader copy that I picked up at BEA in 2016. So this book is out now. It's called Wonder Women. It's by Sam Maggs. 25 innovators, inventors, and trailblazers who changed history. It's all like women scientists and inventors and just generally awesome women in history. I'm so excited, guys. I really was excited to read this, and then I don't know why I didn't. So I'm very happy that this is going to be something I think I'll be able to pick it up and put it down when I'm like, all of these other nonfiction books are like stressing me out. So I'm very excited about this one. All right, let's see what this one is. It feels like a hardcover. Oh, is that the spine? I think that's the spine. So I think that should be the front. Even though why would I have wrapped it that way? Maybe yeah, that's definitely the spine. So I just wrapped it weird, guys. Okay. Is it upside down? It's upside down. Nope. I did wrap it right. I just didn't. Anyway. You guys know by now, if you've watched enough of these videos, that they're just like a comedy of errors in my unwrapping journey. This is Why Now is the Time to Crush It, Cash In on Your Passion by Gary Vaynerchuk. I was given this by my cousin. She says it's a fast read and it really helps to motivate her, and it's kind of like one of those businessy self-help books. So we'll see if I enjoy it and what I think, but I'm excited that it should be a very fast read. Here is my next one. It's really small. I don't really remember anything that was this. Oh dear. Here I was picking out the shelf thinking, that looks tiny. It should be a fast read. Unwrapping by Stephen King. I mean, at least it's like the shortest Stephen King book ever, right? So I'm not a writer, but for some reason I really enjoy reading books about writing. And this one is recommended by like everyone under the sun, and I guess it's a lot about writing and a little bit about his own journey, and like I guess Stephen King was in this huge car accident and like how that affected him and all of that. So I guess this is the month that I read on. Ooh, it's got like spot glass on the on-writing part, so it's like blood on the wall. Anyway, I guess this is the month I read on writing, and that's good though, because if I finish it, I can ship. I have a package of books about writing that I've been intending to send to a friend of mine who teaches English, and if I finish this one, I can include it. But honestly, of the 3 books I've unwrapped so far, that's one I'm least likely to get to, you guys. I'm just gonna put that out there. Most likely that Wonder Woman one. All right, book 4. I'm excited about this one too. The Art of Waiting on Fertility, Medicine, and Motherhood. Story time. I read a lot of books that are not actually written for me because they're like written for parents, or they're written for people who are like trying to have kids and struggling or whatever, which is not actually me. But I think that they're really interesting experiences, and this is a memoir that it's published by this small press called Grey Wolf, and Grey Wolf is a small nonprofit press out of Minnesota, and they really focus on trying to publish really high quality like books that will win awards. So this is they do like a nonfiction kind of competition every year, and I believe that this one like won, and that's why it like was published. I hope that I enjoy this book. So I'm gonna hold up all of the nonfiction books that I've unwrapped and tell you guys which ones I'm the most likely to get to this month, because I also have like 10 plus nonfiction books out from the library that I'm very excited about, and that might be like big and shiny and distract me. But if I want to keep on pace to pre-order my book, I need to read 5 of the books that I own, or like DNF them. So here's what we got. This is not nonfiction, but I really, really, really do want to finish this so I can return it to my friend. Here are all of the nonfiction books that I've unwrapped so far. So what am I most likely to get to? This one is still scaring me, and I'm really unlikely to start it. I'm sorry, guys. It's just not going to happen. This one I will probably get to because John Krakauer is my jam. This one I'm going to try to read 2 chapters of, 2 essays. This one I'm definitely going to try to get halfway through. This one I'm going to like bust out one weekend in like 3 hours, basically. This one I'm really going to try to get to, but I don't know. This one I'm definitely going to get to. It's going to be like top priority, and I am going to start it tomorrow, November 1st. I don't know, guys. It depends on how I'm feeling this month. But when everyone starts talking about NaNoWriMo and I'm not writing because I'm not a writer, maybe I'll get that itch to read a book about writing. So here's what I'm going to try to tackle. Hopefully next month when I talk to you guys, I will be removing at least 5 of those rings off of my chain. Cross your fingers for me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.